Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and today is September 1st of 2025, and well, that actually marks a significant anniversary within the Hearthstone game itself. And well, if you want to talk about exactly what that is, we gotta click this modes button up here, or the format button, and see this screen that we have seen since the end of February of Twist, the mode that was added to Hearthstone just 2 years ago, which has been nothing but a disaster of epic proportions for the Hearthstone team, and someone like myself, and I know Roarin, really wanted this mode to take off, and it has done anything but that. And I just want to talk about what is going on. It has been literally since January since we've heard about this mode, and well, there's patch notes coming tomorrow. Maybe we'll find out, but let's talk about the disaster 2 years later after the fact of the Twist format. You know what's not a disaster? Our giveaway we have going on for 3 mini sets. That's one more than a season we've had of Twist this year alone. To enter that giveaway, like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. If we manage to hit another 1,000 subs by tomorrow, so if you haven't hit that sub button, better get there. We'll add another mini set to that giveaway, so hit that sub button, make me go broke. So yeah, it's the beginning of the month. Yet again, we have no season with Twist. If you're not aware of what Twist is, because it's like never there, was basically never promoted when they launched it. It's supposed to be a mode where they can have different rules every single month. They can have rules for deck building requirements, literally limitless options, and the team has chosen almost for the entirety of the year, no options. Just do nothing with it. Leave it locked. Don't even run a rerun, which is pretty darn baffling. And that's what I tweeted today. What a sad way to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of Twist's official launch. Because if you look, this is the seasons we've had. It had the beta where it started off bizarrely with this New Age format, which had the Stormwind quest, which if you aren't aware, we're pretty darn contentious with people. It's like, oh, we're playing a cool new format that's just, you know, Stormwind quest, which had just rotated. So it wasn't like anything new or nostalgic. It was just kind of frustrating. Then they launched it with Wonders. Wonders was like Legacy up until I believe Mean Streets of Gadsden, all the expansions for those, and then they kind of had the added Ungoro eventually. But there was this weird point right here that really caught people off guard. Just 4 seasons in, and it was actually supposed to be 3. You'll note that there was no season in January, which was really odd. Like, why is that happening? And we actually got a comment about it, which is aged horrifically bad, where they explained, why have a break at all? We want Twist to be a sandbox-like mode that lets us experiment with new ideas and makes you think about your collection in new ways. It was always intended to be a seasonal mode, which if you read the introduction mode, there was no sign of that. That was just completely left out. That would deactivate from time to time, kind of like a giant tavern brawl. That break gives us time to learn from prior Twist seasons and prepare for upcoming ones. Well, they have been learning a lot. They have been acquiring mass amounts of data, apparently. The next season is going to be unbelievable, apparently, if we ever get one. And we hope it will make Twist more exciting when it returns. We understand now that the announced lag, which was not clear enough, it literally didn't mention at all. There was no hint of that it was going to go into break, in conveying how long these breaks could be going forward. By the way, this article came out in January of 2024, like a year and a half ago, just to point that out. Going forward, we will do a better job of sharing our plans for upcoming breaks. For now, we hope you continue to enjoy the return of a Goro format, and we look forward to sharing the February season with you. And this is so ironic, because the last communication we have had for Twist comes in the patch notes for Return to Ungoro that they used as a rerun over a year later, where we basically have found out nothing. They said this will end the February season, and then Twist will be on hiatus. We'll have more information about future Twist seasons in a future update. We haven't heard a thing. It's been over half a year, which is obviously unacceptable for any game mode. Like, even if you want it to be down for that long, you need to communicate something, and it is absolutely insulting to the player base and cowardice. I am literally going to use the word cowardice for how they have treated this mode, where they're like, well, we don't want to give bad news, so we're just not going to give anything. It's like holding people people that actually have hope for this mode hostage, people that have invested in the mode. Like they had bundles, they had all sorts of different stuff for the mode, that they're just left wondering, is it going to be any use for these cards? I don't play Wild, I only play Twist when it shows up, right? And it just hasn't been there. And if we look at the history of it, this year alone, 2025, we had 2 seasons. They were reruns, Return to Angoros and Wonders. We had Wonders in December, which again was a rerun. The last new season of Twist was back in June through August of 2024 of Whizbang's Heroes, where they made like all these custom heroes and hero powers and deck lists, and they like altered armor and deck lists continuously throughout those months, and then they've just abandoned it. They're just assets in the game not being used. Like, why not just run that permanently as a rerun until you figure out what you're going to do? It makes no sense, right? It can't require that much upkeep to just have a rerun, even if you're not going to update anything balance wise, right? The coolest season, which actually saw an uptick, by the way, in play rate in Twist, was Fast Forward, and it was only for 1 month, where it was bugged at the beginning, so we couldn't even really get the full experience of it, where every single month there was a different expansion added, which people universally gave positive feedback on. So naturally, over a year and a half later, it hasn't come back, and no Twist season has. So there really isn't much more to say other than they haven't made the mode in any way accessible. And the honest truth about the mode was it was made by Matt London and Igzar, who both left the team right as it launched, and this new leadership, which we have seen, has valued, you know, gambling on pets. We're gonna have seen more gambling if we're gonna get a new one with the mini set, which we're assuming, right, it's already alive in China. There'll be as many gambling events that there will have been Twist seasons this month, right, or this year. That's the kind of perspective of where their mind is. They'd rather charge $1 million for cosmetics rather than things we can actually play with, right? Like, this mode gives your collection more value. And the other issue, the elephant in the room as well with this whole mode, is it's just inaffordable. Like, they've never made it approachable. You basically need to own every card in Hearthstone, because every season it could be something different. Unless you're me or like an Omega Whale, someone who's playing forever, it's basically inaccessible to you, and there was no way to make it more accessible. There was no good bundles. I pitched way back in the day that there should be like a season pass where for like $5 a month you unlock every Twist legal card for that mode only. You can't use it in like Constructed or whatever, but Twist, you'd have access to all these cards. So you give them some money, you play the game, and that would be pretty cool. Instead, they just charge full price for wild cards, which are just, you know, terrible. And again, the mode goes away at random, which they have admitted, and now it's been gone for over half a year. Why would anyone ever invest in this? And yet we still haven't had an official confirmation of the mode dying. From what I am been led to believe, it might not actually be dead, which is mind-boggling. I just had accepted that it's gone, but it might not be dead. It might come back, but at this point, what's the point? And it makes me even sadder that I mentioned this the other day, and this got like over 300 likes on Twitter, and Hearthstone, not the most popular thing on that format anymore, or have been for like a long time. Every time we're stuck into stale meta like we are now, right? Nobody seems to be happy with standard. Arena's pretty inaccessible. It makes me miss duels that much more, which it really feels like duels was removed for Twist, even though they claim that's not the case. Regardless, it's not there anymore, and we just have so few ways to utilize our collections that it's such a bummer that this classic, they're all gone. And why couldn't it not work? And I'll just say that Rarin, who loves Twist probably more than I do, literally has pitched and proposed and literally said he would run the mode for them, give them all the ideas, just implement it. And the response to that is the same response we've had about Twist all year long: complete silence. And we'll see. We're expecting patch notes tomorrow with that mini set launch. Maybe they'll mention Twist, but more likely we'll have a new Gamba to be upset about and bitch about. And yes, I will be, because I don't like that crap, and I just feel like, I don't know, everything with Hearthstone these days has been really frustrating, and to me it all comes down to leadership and communication, and Twist is just another example of that. Anyways, if you enjoyed yet another negative Zeddy video, which I'm sorry, I can't help it, there's been a lot of negativity, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.